Hello everyone, I am Chandralina Ahmed. As a data science and business analytics intern at the Sparks Foundation, I have been assigned a task to perform an exploratory data analysis on the sample Superstore dataset. So here is my submission as task 1, exploratory data analysis retail. So the task is to perform an EDA as a business manager and find out the weak areas where work is required to increase the profit and decrease the loss. I have used a Tableau to execute this task. So let's get started. So this is the sample Superstore dataset that I have used to create the dashboard in Tableau. The columns are ship mode, segment, country, city, state, postal code, region, category, subcategory, sales, quantity, discount, and profit. So this is the Superstore sales performance dashboard that I have built, which will help us to explore the data with interactive visualization. Let me show you an overview of this, then I will deep dive into our analysis. At the top are the filters that I have created for region, KPI selection, and category that can be used to target and deep dive into the weak areas. I have taken all to the four regions, that is Central, East, South, and West. KPI selection are segment and ship mode, and have considered all the three categories, which is furniture, office supplies, and technology. Now let me show you the first panel. The This is the KPI selection. So this is the ship mode. We have the standard class, second class, first class, and same day. The diverging blue color shows the maximum amount of profit. So here you can see that the dark blue color has the maximum profit for standard class, while the same day ship mode has the lowest profit, depicting by the light blue color. Now these below are the four major elements which I have created to analyze the profit and loss. I will go through each one of them after I have selected the filters. So I'm selecting the central region as the filter. So you can see that every element is being filtered by the central region. As you can see that the standard class ship mode has the highest profit, while the same day ship mode has the lowest profit, and there is a significant amount of difference in the profit between the standard class and the second class. So I would introduce the more subcategories having the standard class shipping mode. Now coming towards the segment filter, uh, we can see that highest profit is for the corporate segment, whereas the lowest profit is for the consumer segment. There is not much difference in the profit amongst all the segments, so I would keep the same. Now coming towards the category and subcategory analysis, this analysis is made on three factors, that is sales, discount, and profit. So the orange bar represents the technology category, the light blue bar represents the office supplies, and the dark blue bar represents the furniture. We can see that furnishings, appliances, and machines has the highest amount of loss in each of the three category, whereas chairs, paper, and copiers have the highest profit in each category. Overall, the technology category has the highest profit. So I would suggest to add more subcategories into the technology category to increase the profit. Another observation is that even though there is a huge amount of discount in the binder subcategory, we can see that there is no profit. So we can reduce the amount of discount in in this particular subcategory. Now moving towards the second element, which is the profit by state map. Here the darkest color represents maximum to loss, which is Texas, with a loss of 25K, followed by Illinois, and then we have the darkest blue color with the highest profit, which is Michigan, with the profit of 24K, followed by Indiana. Now let us move to the third element, which is the top four cities in loss. So here you can see that the topmost city with loss is Houston. So, as a business manager, I would mostly focus on these four cities to find out the weak areas and to gain profit. The last element is quantity versus profit of subcategory. Here you can see that the quantity of binders is highest while we are not getting any profit in it. So this implies that the supply is more, but the demand is not that much. Also, we can see that there is a huge amount of discount into the binders subcategory. So what we can do is that we can either reduce the amount of discount or reduce the quantity of the subcategory and check if there is any profit or not. Also, the subcategories, here the quantity is very less, but the profit is the maximum, which implies that the demand is very high, but the supply is very less. So that's why we are getting the most profit out of here. And also there is not much discount in this subcategory. So I would suggest that we can just keep it like that to get the maximum amount of profit. Now let us analyze the other three regions. Now let me reset all the filters and then select the East region. In East region, the consumer section has the highest amount of profit, whereas the corporate is the lowest. And with the ship mode, also we can see that the standard class is the highest, and the difference is quite like vast. Like we have $15,000, and here we have $57,000. So I'd suggest that we can add more standard class shipping mode into the categories over this region. Now here we can see that the lowest profit is the tables, and into the furniture category, well, we don't have any other amount of loss in other like in technology or in office supplies. So, and also there is amount of a little bit of discount. So what I would recommend is that we can remove the table subcategories from this region, because there is not that much amount of sales, and also the profit is very low. Coming towards profit by state, we can see that Ohio has the lowest profit, followed by Pennsylvania, whereas New York has the highest profit. In top four cities in loss, we have Philadelphia as the highest city in loss. So, as a business manager, I would mostly focus on these four cities. Now, in quantity versus profit, we can see that for tables, the quantity is also very low. So, we can actually imply that the demand of tables as well as the sale of tables is not that much good. So the demand and supply is not good into the table subcategory. So I would recommend to completely remove it. Whereas you can to see for binders, the quantity is very highest, and also there is a good amount of profit. So in binders, we can also see the discount is also very high. So we can actually reduce the discount a little bit to get a little bit more profit for binders. Now this is for the East region. Let us move to the South region. In South region, again, we can see that the standard class has the highest profit, and the consumer segment here has the highest profit. Now into the category and subcategory, we can to see tables is in loss for in furniture section, whereas machine is in loss in technology. So this is the first subcategory in technology which is in loss for this region. So I would also investigate why machines are in the loss into the technology category, because overall the technology category in all the regions has the highest amount of profit. Now for tables, we can see there is a discount also, but for the amount of sales and discount, we are not getting a good profit. Now here coming to profit by state, we have North Carolina as the highest state with the highest loss. And then the highest state with profit is Virginia. Top four cities in loss is Burlington, and quantity versus profit. We can already see tables and machines. The quantity or the supply is also low, so we can actually see that the demand is also not there that much. So that's why the sales are also not that much into these two subcategories. Where else we can also see here that for copiers the quantity is very less, but we are getting a little bit of a profit. So if we can check your copiers also has a little bit of discount, so we can might increase the discount to improve the profit a little bit here, and I would best keep the same. Now moving towards the last region, which is the West region. So in West region, again the furniture, the bookcases subcategory is into loss, whereas in technology, again machines is in loss. So I would actually investigate into these two more. And coming towards profit by state, we have Colorado with the highest state with the highest loss, and California as the state with the highest profit. Top four cities in loss is Louisville, followed by Phoenix. Then we have quantity versus profit. We can see for bookcases the quantity is also not that much. So the demand is not that much, and the supply is also like equivalent. So I would actually reduce any amount of discount which is present into the bookcase section, which is 18.3. And then we can see the highest quantity is for binders, and for binders so we have the highest discount. So we can also reduce some discount to get more maximum profit. So that is all the four revisions. So overall, I can say that the technology category is giving us more profit compared to the furniture category. So I would mostly focus onto the furniture category as to why we are getting loss instead of giving like sufficient amount of discount also. And for profit by state, we have Texas as the highest like loss in all the states, and in which Philadelphia is the city with the highest amount of loss. And for quantity versus profit of subcategory, we have tables and bookcases with a little bit of quantity but still in loss, whereas copiers is the demand of copiers is really very high in this the overall region. And also for the KPI selection, we have for overall region the consumer segment has the highest profit, so I would add more subcategories in the consumer section. And for the ship mode, also the standard class, so I would actually include the standard class shipping mode for most of my subcategories. So this was all for my task 1, exploratory data analysis retail on sample superstore dataset. I hope you liked this video and thank you so much for watching. Please like, share and also comment your feedback in the comment section below. Thank you.